Hello everybody and welcome back to Everything Retro. Okay, today, because it's a nice day, I thought I might start doing the wheels. So, took one off, so let's have a look-see at it. So there's the wheel. As you can see, there's some nasty chips around here. This is the only wheel I can find which is a little bit on the rough side. So, let's get this one rubbed down and then get it cleaned up, and then I coat paint on it and make it look good. Right, okay, I've been rubbing it down, getting some of it down. There's a few dings I'm not going to be able to really get out unless they need filling. This is the worst one over here. It's got a real severe dip in it just there. So some of them are going to have to stay, unfortunately. Unless you build them up with primer, and then once you go to have a tyre changed, it might crack the paint. So, but I do like to go to the shops sometimes and just buy cheap sandpaper to see what it's like, and this has been doing it pretty well, but now it's time to move on to some proper Alfred stuff and give it a go better. Right, okay, right, we cheated a little bit, so we went to using on the drill. So we're still not going to get any of this out because this is too deep. And that one there is too deep as well, so they're going to need filling. So I'm just going to need those, but I've got most of the ones out. There's a few just along here I'll need a little bit more, and whereabouts, and just there, a little bit there needs doing, a little bit just around there, but it's the best we can do really. So we're going to get that little finish off, go down different grade with sandpaper to a lighter grade, rub it all down. And then my other problem is I don't really want to fart about undoing these, because last time I tried stuff like that on another set of wheels they snapped. So I'm going to have to try and see if I can masking them up, or by looking at what somebody else might have done is painted them black. So we'll see what we can do. Right, come back when we get a little bit more done. Right, okay, so we got the wheel ready for washing down. So what I'm going to use is some Mr. Muscle oven cleaner. This stuff is excellent for absolute real messy wheels. Just spray it on. Try not to breathe it in because it is very strong. You have to soak in for a bit on that side, and then turn it around, do the same on the other side, and give it a good scrub with a scrubber, or a bucket of water with some chamois, or not chamois, a sponge. Get most of all your grime off, and they'll come up pretty well. Right, okay, sprayed the wheel, lacquered it. It is now cooking in the sunlight. I'm not going to let you see the colour until a bit later. I know a lot of you are going to look around and say, not original. Yeah, I know, but I wanted something different. So, there we are. Right, okay, second wheel now. Already started. But yeah, it's in there. This one has been a bit curb damaged as well. Especially up round, where is it? Let's see where I can find it a minute. Oh, go around that way. Where was it? I saw it somewhere. Oh, it must be just my imagination, but there's some little bits here. They're not going to get them out unless you really, really keep on rubbing it. I mean, another few there. I can rub them down a bit more. Bloody hell, was that flying over? Yeah, so there's a few more there. God, it's been busy today with aircrafts and God knows what. Right, let's crack on and do some more. Okay, right, I've got the centres for the wheels. And I got one odd one. And he's in a real bad state. I have got new centres, caps, badges to stick in here. But unfortunately they're a little bit smaller size than what I bought. Oh shit, these two are broke there. Bugger, they're broke. Bloody hell. Probably have to buy new centre caps, I suppose. Yeah, that one's broke. That one's broke as well. What else is broke? That one's alright. That one's right, but that's a totally different one altogether. He's in a real bad way. So I'll probably have to buy some plastic caps because those two pins there are broke. Didn't notice that when I took them off. Oh. Get them in there, let them soak for a bit. Right, next job was, if I go this way, was the boot spoiler. I rubbed it all down the best I can. There's a few marks what were in the rubber. This is a plastic coat primer. It's all been coated both sides. It's been hung up here now for over a day. So I'm going to get that flattened down and hopefully get top coat on it and see what it comes up like. Right, wish me luck. Okay, right, been rubbing it down. I stuck some filler primer on to try and get some of the real bad marks out. But I'm starting to go through the white, so I don't want to go through the white. So what I'm going to do is give it another coat of filler primer to fill these up a bit more. And there's a couple of places what I need doing, especially outside here. So I'm just going to filler primer these, let it dry, and then go back to flatten it down again. But it is working. It's getting, all the marks are slowly coming out. What I don't want to put is a coat of filler in there. So I just keep on putting filler primer on it, build up the layers, flatten it down each time, and hopefully we should get all the marks out. Right, I've got this rubbed down the best I can on here now. It's still a little bit there, but you start mucking around with it too much. I mean, it's not going to be 100% perfect, but knowing it's nowhere near as bad as it was. The same up right there is a lot better, but I've rubbed it down the best I can. But yeah, I'm happy with that. I mean, I don't know what it'd be like once the top coat goes on, but there's had umpteen layers of primer put on it, so it feels a lot better. It's not standing out as bad as it was. Turn it on its side, don't really see it, but it's when you rub your hand across, you can just feel a little bit, but you got to remember this is rubber, not plastic. Anyway, let's get back to it. Alright, okay, we've stuck the forest blue on. You can't really see much actually, it's quite shady here. It has gone on. Not too bad, you just got to coat it with lacquer. A bit dark when you get down there, you can't really see it. But let that dry for a minute, flash off, and then coat it with lacquer. Okay, right, lacquer has gone on. I'm not sure it's picking it up very well. It's quite shady in here, but you can see the reflection in it. That will need a light 1200 wet and drying down, say tomorrow afternoon, and then just a little bit of G3, and I reckon that will look cool. Okay, it's very windy. All the wheels are done. I am missing one cap, wheel nut cap, on the other side. Let me show you. I got one missing, and it was like that when I bought the car. And another thing I was missing is, I noticed a week ago, my badge fell off and it's gone. So, sort some out about that. So that is about it. So, the caps are on. Sorry about the shaky video in this. This is all done with a phone. I used to use a GoPro, but I'm just using a phone now. It makes life a lot easier to put it on straight away. But there we are. So there'll be plenty of pictures and stuff like that. So if you like the video and the pictures, please like, subscribe. All I'm trying to do is just try and save as many old cars as possible.